Welcome to the Ultimate Gaming Championship and, of course, to the Quake Live final. It's rapha versus cYpheR. Joining me is Mr. James Too Good Harding. We're both sporting hats today because we have bad hair days.
I've had every day. Probably just didn't even go to bed last night, so okay.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
yeah.
Impressed.
Went to bed.
Good. So did Sparty.
Yeah.
Just not his own.
So, rapha against cYpheR is the grand final. Obviously, we saw earlier on these two players meeting in the open bracket final. Jay, did you get a chance to watch any of them?
Didn't get a chance to watch it, but I'm very aware of when watching cYpheR, even in the early stages, that he's going to be the guy that could take down rapha and be one of the favourites for the tournament. Was one of the favourites for the tournament. So that was a really nice win for him. But of course, we are going to have possibly two best of threes if rapha takes the first set, and then, of course, if cYpheR takes the first set, it will only be one best of three, and we're going to be starting off on Arrow Walk, moving on to DM13 and T7 to decide if we need it. We're about ready to take this one away. So here we go, Grand Finals, Ultimate Gaming Championships, SK rapha versus Serious Gaming cYpheR.
Surely a great game that we have in store, and cYpheR game, not the best start he could have had there. rapha, of course, was on the red armor, got himself the LG, but cYpheR did the hard part, which was staying alive. rapha, sorry, did the hard part and stay alive. But of course, now we have cYpheR 1-0 in the lead. Mega Health came up. Mega Health was taken. cYpheR missing a couple of rails in a row. He's going to pop out here.
Whoa.
Oh.
That does not look good.
That was not cool.
Yeah, and actually cYpheR had 50 LG ammo and probably would have been able to beat rapha in that situation. All he needed was to hit 30% of that and then switch to a rocket for a kill. So, not sure why we got technical problems. We just wanted to make a suspense. And cYpheR's like, no. What lag? Can you hold tab? What they got? 5 and 5?
Yeah, but cYpheR just kept flicking with connection problem like that. So yeah. Yeah, cYpheR's like, I had an awesome spawn. They need to restart.
Yeah, I guess we need it. Yeah.
They don't have to restart. They could play on from now. He still keeps getting it odd.
Yeah, I mean, cYpheR, definitely had a really nice spawn. And then he got, on his side of the map, picked up, there was, Mega and yellow armor, and on rapha's side of the map, well, God, I guess.
I had this joke last night.
Yes, got it in!
Wasn't as funny today. So, I guess we're going to have a restart.
Last night.
Hopefully Zoo is watching. Yeah, cYpheR says next game I'll spawn at grenade launcher, I'm sure.
rapha, we'll see about that.
Yeah, that was a really nice spawn for cYpheR. Obviously, get straight off onto the red armor and then everything. Yeah, I mean, for cYpheR, he can continue now. He's got to be fast because rapha is already aiming at him. You can guarantee it.
Doesn't matter. He's LG versus LG. cYpheR will be like, oh, you did a little bit of damage. Grats, you got no armor. Grats, I kill you.
Zoo said we restart.
Yeah, I would rather continue if I was cYpheR. It was his connection problem. He already took some damage.
2, 1.
Ah.
I mean, rapha had no armor in that situation. But admin is the decider of that.
It's the be all and end all.
I haven't read the rules. I don't know what's official, what's not.
Whatever Zoo says is official.
Well, that's the case.
Basically. Yep, so rapha's just going to join back in, and of course we'll get the players ready up. And we'll start for a second time the grand final between rapha and cYpheR. Hopefully this time things go a little bit smoother. Let's have a look at cYpheR's spawn. Yeah, yellow armor spawn. But
not great.
Not the best spawn he could have hoped for.
Yeah,
that's he got that in the first.
Yeah, as long as he didn't get owned with the LG, he's pretty much okay. But of course, rapha will have that 100 armor and the LG, so cYpheR's going to have to play really good here. And he's actually just trying to stop rapha getting on the railgun. rapha, really nice prediction that cYpheR was going to come back through. And cYpheR, nicely done to get the red. So, an even start, definitely. Anyone's game over the Mega.
cYpheR obviously already in position down here on the bottom level, but rapha using his grenades just to force his way in onto that Mega Health. Of course, will claim it of his own. And now he's in the driving seat to take this next major item, which of course is the red armor.
Yeah, cYpheR will probably look to do some damage at least, but rapha will rocket jump up and get it. So well done to him. And rapha's going to be definitely in the lead now, especially after hitting that railgun shot. 120, 100. Unlucky not to hit that railgun. Actually, not unlucky. That was just a horrible shot. But otherwise, it's in the lead.
And of course, when they played earlier on, it was cYpheR who came out on top. rapha, his aim took a bit of a hike in that game. It was pretty nice. Here we go. cYpheR actually going to go in onto that red armor. rapha chasing around. He's let the Belarusian go, but he's going to chase him down towards this yellow armor. And he finally picks it up. Green as well, just for that extra little boost. cYpheR actually up above him. Oh, that rocket so close to connecting. rapha again just comes through the teleporter. cYpheR knows that he can't make an easy jump up actually towards this red armor, and he goes aggressive there. Oh, the grenade. He didn't kind of factor that into the whole equation, that grenade was still there, it hadn't exploded, and he just backed onto it.
Yeah, but otherwise it was a really good move by cYpheR to go offensively down with the rocket launcher, and I think he felt that he won that situation until the grenade hit. But he has taken a lot of damage to his armor, and with only 8 remaining, that's not going to hold well in this situation if rapha wants to come up and push red. So we'll see how cYpheR's going to play it. Meets rapha early, smart decision there by cYpheR. And well timed on the red as well. So that's really fantastic play, and it's all about the mega now for these two players.
cYpheR just going to throw a grenade down there, but of course rapha did get in onto that extra 100 health of the mega. What are you looking for?
Accuracies. Because no one's saying anything until now.
Yeah, cYpheR standard 6% LG. Makes that jump over onto red armor once again. So up to 166 armor. Let's have a look over at rapha. He's 100 health, 50 armor.
Those two railguns really put cYpheR slightly in the lead, but it hasn't been a game that's been decided by aim so far. No one's hit too much. Even rapha's like 20% railgun, 27 LG, and I think the finals, these guys just want to make sure they play their best and safest game, which is all around, decision making and tactics. So we'll see if when someone gets to pick up their aim. But what they're really looking to do is just secure the first frag, because if you can secure the first frag against an opponent of equal standard, you should run away with the scoreline, and this is exactly what cYpheR's going to possibly do here. And you'll see that off that first frag, if he didn't get railed, he's looking to be aggressive, try and get the kill. And nice, he does get it, and he should have 225s as well as the red coming up. And that's a nice counter-attack there by rapha, just putting down some damage.
A nice rocket from cYpheR though, and rapha
got mega. He got mega down just after he got railed on the same time. So nice play.
Red armor on its spawn point. You want to see cYpheR muscle his way in there. And he knows that rapha's still around, and the rocket will be spammed up, and rapha was actually coming through at exactly that moment. Splash damage off the roof of the archway, taking him out. It's a 2 to -1. We've gone way over. No, not over at all.
Almost 5 minutes.
Almost 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I get confused because the other timer was counting up.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I was saying. The first frag was the most important one for both of these players. Yeah. cYpheR got it in the first game, and he would have got more. He got it in this game. And when you don't have the same weapons as your opponent, they, like cYpheR will, or rapha will know how to destroy you. And so it's really a case now of when rapha's going to be able to do enough damage to win back control himself. Because cYpheR, he has so many options here. He's going to get the kill, make sure he gets red. He's probably thinking he's got a railgun now, wants to drop down desperately. But cYpheR, if he can get this mega, he's still okay. But he has given rapha a lot of weapons. I'm not sure if it is just the rocket launcher. Let's check with him. Yeah, it is just rocket, but he's got an LG as well now. So that's enough to work with, but cYpheR will use his advantage, I'm sure of it.
Well, at the moment, rapha is set up around that red armor area, decides to just back straight off that. Oh, and that's a great rail. cYpheR was predicting that rapha would drop down in front of him and was ready to make that shot.
Yeah, it was so good that he does that as well. He's always meeting rapha a little bit earlier than rapha thinks he's going to be, so he doesn't stand on the items. He meets him at the danger points and doesn't even allow him to come in. And once he hits the initial shot, rapha has no choice but to back off.
Yeah.
And I think now cYpheR will want to chase into this red. Nice dodge out and in. And this LG fight should surely be cYpheR's, as rapha is even going to kill himself down to -2. And cYpheR's just not making mistakes. He's playing absolutely perfectly here.
Oh, And an amazing rail once again. His accuracies, they're not massive.
But that's the thing.
But
like, how he's destroying his opponent with not even hitting the best accuracies and shots, but just by being that good on placements, on decision making, on when to play aggressive, when to be defensive. He's cutting rapha completely off. He's not letting him have anything really. rapha doesn't get enough options. So I can't see rapha coming back in this one because cYpheR is just, you're putting the world champion down to -2.
Easy.
And he's not even hitting like a 50% railgun or, a crazy LG. He doesn't need to. He's just so goddamn good.
And cYpheR's actually got an early flight today, so he was the whole time like, oh, I really want to start playing, I really want to get this one started. And I think he's playing with a real purpose here to kind of win this in the first set and not give rapha the confidence of coming back in one set and pushing it to like a level playing field, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, and even then again, like LG from cYpheR was really good, dodging at the same time. If they do exchange rails, it is going to be in favor of cYpheR, as he does have red armor on his side. Fakes rocket. And he gets the frag off it as well. And I think, I'm not even sure if rapha even knew he fake rocketed, but even way, just waiting there was a nice way to get the kill.
cYpheR
just enjoy
all the right angles.
Yeah, and I really hope rapha next map is going to be able to show us what he's capable of, because cYpheR is fantastic, but so is rapha as well. And this map, when you give someone like cYpheR the lead,
you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
And that second map will of course be DM13, a map which we've seen both of these players perform really well on. A deciding map, no surprises, T7 seems to have been the deciding map in almost all the playoff games that we saw yesterday. 2 minutes to go. cYpheR pushing down once again. Will actually take 2 rockets.
Yep. And nicely done by rapha. cYpheR a little bit, obviously that's going to be an easy shot to hit when you jump like that, but rapha really stood strong. Said, okay, you can hit me with LG, but I'll get the rockets in and I'll get the kill. But of course, all a little too late here.
Yeah, indeed, but at least if you can string a few kills back to back now, it might give him a bit more confidence or whatever going through to the next map.
I think we can also see that when rapha's in control as well, it looks very similar to cYpheR in the sense that he is able to cut it out. But now cYpheR actually, that's a great kill for cYpheR there. And I think that's what rapha didn't have the ability to do versus cYpheR, just because cYpheR was always ready for a rush. And like sometimes when you're in control and you go for the items, you don't expect them to rush your items. But what rapha didn't expect was the cYpheR to kind of counter rush him and grab him mid map before he even got anywhere near the item. So cYpheR, showing us how it's done off the spawn and got himself the kill. Now he's going to pick up another one. So definitely just outplayed here.
And cYpheR really confident just to step back, take the shot with that railgun, and there's another nice one as rapha comes through the teleporter. Just 30 seconds remaining in map number 1, but it's a great start for cYpheR, who had a great start when we first started this game, but then obviously had a couple of issues, so we had to restart the game, and it didn't really knock him. So I mean, some people, that would already be enough to throw them off their game going forward.
And if we switch over to rapha, just take a look at his stats. 28 LG, 25 rail, so really low on the railgun, but not much of a difference here. 26 LG for cYpheR, 30 rail. And we'll take a look at the items that they both got. They would have had a decent amount for the first 5 minutes each until cYpheR got control. As you can see, rapha only got 2 megas, 6 reds. cYpheR picked up 14 red armors and 11 megas. So the two, core items to play off definitely went in favor of cYpheR just because of superior map control. But of course, if rapha had got the first frag, it can always be a different story. But I personally think cYpheR definitely showed us he was pretty fantastic. But just look at that. SK rapha is going to actually reboot. So chances are he's having some problems maybe.